Show from your local news leader.
Well, after some rainy weather, Adam, it's not uncommon for us to see a rainbow here or there.
But what about rainbows in your kitchen? Nadia Mason, physics professor from the U of I, is here to tell us about meat rainbows.
Meat rainbows.
Which I've never said those words together in my life until this morning. And now I've said it a lot.
Yes.
So what's a meat rainbow?
A meat rainbow. Okay, so I brought some pictures, and when I show the pictures, I think you'll recognize this. Okay, so ever gotten a piece of meat, typically roast beef from the grocery store, like cooked sliced roast beef, and you see this iridescent pattern on it, and it looks like colors and greens, or you can see another one over here on some ham. You see that glistening in this color here.
Almost like it's developing scales.
It's like it's developing scales, right? You look and you'd think, that's terrifying. No way am I going to eat that. I have no idea what's going on, right?
Well, if you're me, I don't know.
Like a little mayo on there.
So in general, green meat you should stay away from. But in this particular case, it turns out that the meat rainbows are not only not necessarily terrifying, but actually due to a really interesting optical physics effect. So the idea here is that meat has these muscle fibers that go straight up. When you cut the meat across, you get grooves in the top of the meat. Okay, and actually I have a microscope here. I don't know, I can show you guys. You can see on the camera, you can see that roast beef, and you can see grooves across it. We can turn that around so everyone else can see it. But you can see roast beef has these grooves on top, and those grooves are very much like the grooves you have in a CD. And if you ever looked at a CD under light, remember that you see rainbows.
Yeah.
Right? So actually what's happening in your meat is the exact same effect that's happening on CD grooves. The rainbows created here are just like the beautiful rainbows you get on your roast beef. So what happens is that this is something called diffraction, where light hits the grooves and light of different colors bend at different angles and separate out into a rainbow.
Wow.
Okay.
Which is kind of amazing that it happens. I can actually give you a very simple example of that here. Here I just have a projector and a single slit. This is very much like a groove. It's just construction paper with a slit in it. And if I put this in front of the projector, you can see that I get a rainbow coming out. That's this diffraction pattern, right? And so it's the exact same thing that happens. It's amazing, right? This is
the one camera on Anthony's face for his reaction.
That was a wild moment for me.
You wouldn't think it's just a single slit, and the light is bending through. Different colors bend at different angles, just like they do off grooves on a CD or the meat, and they separate out into rainbow patterns, and that's physics diffraction.
Does that just work with your standard flashlight at home or something?
Yes, if you take a flashlight and make a slit in it, it would work perfectly. And actually, they use this in instruments, and so I can put this in to make it a little down. And this is what I have here is a grating that has thousands and thousands of slits on it, and you can see when I put this in front, I get a really beautiful rainbow pattern. It's the same thing as my single slit, just lots of these. That's called a diffraction grating. And these are used in, to distinguish light spectra from little particles or from galaxies and stuff and see what they're made of. So these diffraction gratings are actually really useful. But the principle is just this. A little slit makes light bend, and it bends the colors at different angles, and you get rainbows out, just like in your meat.
So you don't have to be afraid of rainbows in your meat.
You don't have to be afraid of rainbows in your meat. But let me be clear. Don't eat green meat, Anthony.
Don't eat green meat. Hey, a little mustard, a little mayo, slap it on, we'll be all right.
But if it's a beautiful iridescent rainbow, you should take a snapshot, enjoy the beautiful physics of the moment, and then go ahead and munch away.
And does it eventually grow more and more on the meat? Or
It doesn't. So because it's just optics, and so just like here, you can separate out things. If there has to be a patch of meat that has really nice groove patterns. So it has to be very sliced with a very sharp knife, so you don't destroy the muscle fibers. So it has to be an area of regular grooves, and any area like that, you'll get this rainbow on. So actually, you can tell how nice the knife is and how nicely sliced your meat is, and how well against the grain, the more rainbow you have. So it really means it's a nice slice.
So you can literally taste the rainbow.
That's right. You're eating a rainbow.
Got it.
Like a unicorn or whatever.
Love that. Nadia, thank you so much as always. I always have this moment of like,
His face today when he saw that rainbow.
like man, I feel like my physics teacher, I probably would have went into physics, science.
And you get to eat, cool
and I
things
get
too.
Nadia, as always, thank you so much. And we'll be right back with more of The Morning Show.